Okay, imagine this. You wake up tomorrow morning, grab your phone, check the time, and outside it's pitch black. Not cloudy, not nighttime, just black. Because the sun, it just turned off. Like someone flipped the biggest light switch in the universe. Sounds like a horror movie, right? But let's actually break this down. What would happen to Earth if the sun suddenly stopped shining tomorrow? First, the good news, sort of. You wouldn't notice immediately. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. So when the sun switches off, we'd still see daylight for a little over 8 minutes. Then, bam, total darkness. But wait, the sun isn't just a giant flashlight in the sky. It's also the source of almost all the energy life on Earth depends on. Without it, things get chilly, fast. So let's talk timing. After the first day without sunlight, temperatures would start to drop. But don't panic, at least not yet. The Earth is kind of like a thermal battery. The oceans, land and atmosphere store a ton of heat. So after 24 hours, it might only feel like a really cold winter night. Give it a week though, and the average surface temperature could fall below freezing. Plants? They're in trouble. No sunlight means no photosynthesis. Crops start to die within days. That salad you ignored in the fridge. Suddenly priceless. Now, fast forward a month. Average temperatures on Earth drop to around 100 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Celsius. That's colder than Antarctica on its worst day. Most animals and humans wouldn't last long without serious protection. But the real nightmare comes after a year. Without the sun's energy, the surface of Earth would plunge to about 400 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. That's negative 240 Celsius. That's not wear a thicker jacket cold. That's your eyelashes shatter when you blink cold. The atmosphere would freeze and fall as snow. Oceans frozen solid on top. Earth would basically be a giant ice ball drifting through space. So not great. But wait, you ask, couldn't we just use electricity or nuclear power to stay warm? Maybe, for a while. Cities could set up underground bunkers powered by nuclear reactors or geothermal heat. We might build little pockets of civilization beneath the surface, living like futuristic mole people. And the oceans wouldn't freeze all the way through right away. The crust of ice on top would trap some heat below, so deep-sea ecosystems might survive around hydrothermal vents. Meaning, ironically, the last survivors on Earth could be blind shrimp and tube worms at the bottom of the ocean. So, if humanity wants to stick around, we'd better make friends with the shrimp. Now here's the wild twist. It's not just light and heat we'd lose. The sun's gravity is what keeps us in orbit. If the sun really switched off, its mass would have to vanish too, which means Earth and the other planets would stop orbiting instantly. Instead of circling the sun, Earth would shoot off in a straight line, drifting through space like a rogue planet. Imagine looking up at the night sky and realizing we're just a cosmic orphan now, heading who knows where. So, the big reveal. If the sun turned off tomorrow, Earth would slowly freeze. Life on the surface would collapse, and eventually our planet would wander into the void of space. We'd either adapt in underground bunkers or go extinct alongside the last wilted houseplant. But hey, there's a tiny silver lining. We'd finally get the best stargazing skies ever. No sunlight, no light pollution, just the clearest, darkest view of the Milky Way you could ever imagine, right before you freeze solid. So, what's the takeaway? The sun might feel ordinary because it rises every morning, but it's literally the reason we exist. If it ever shut off, life as we know it would be over in weeks. Luckily, the Sun has about 5 billion years of fuel left. So tomorrow, you're safe. If you enjoyed this chilling scenario, hit the like button. Drop a comment about what you do in the first 8 minutes before the sun went dark. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending what-if ideas. Because next time, we might ask, what if Earth had rings like Saturn?